Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Frankly FM84. A big thank you for joining me on another episode of Bello Calcio. We are currently out in Japan in the J-League managing Shonan Bellmare. So if you were with us yesterday, you'd have seen us beating Sanfrecce Hiroshima 1-0. And since then we have come forwards in the schedule and we are today going to be facing off against Gangwon FC in the AFC Champions League Group G. But first, as always, let's catch up with what's been happening since you've been away. So up here, the Sanfrecce Hiroshima game, we won that 1-0. We then beat Vegelta Sendai 2-0. Let's have a little look at the game. Goals from Tedic and Trapiccio. Disallowed goal from Presart. Trapiccio getting injured in this game, but an impressive performance. Had 16 shots, 8 of which on target, scored 2 goals, and a valuable 3 points from that one. We then played Yokohama FC on the road. Another 3 points picked up, 2 goals scored. 1 was conceded. We weren't very convincing in the formation, but we got away with 3 points, and that is all that matters. We then beat today's opponents, Gangwon FC, in the home game of the Group G of the Champions League. We won that game 2-0 with goals from Nishikawa and Yoshida, pretty much the start and end of the game. We then beat Kawasaki Frontale 4-2 in the J-League. Again, an away game where we impressed. 25 shots, 14 on target, an XG of 2.97. Atangana is now in the team, getting goals. Daichi Minagishi scores as well. A little bit of difficulty with pronunciations there. And Presart continues his fine form, scoring goals. We then beat Tokyo Verdy 5-2 with goals from Atangana, Hatanaka, Ghana, Atanaga and Presart again. 25 shots, 10 on target in that one, and a 5-2 victory there. We then beat Bangkok 2-1 in the Champions League, where we absolutely dominated the game. Only had a 2-1 scoreline somehow, but we had 37 shots, 12 on target, goals from Presart and Machida, making sure that we get 3 more points in the Champions League. We're almost there. A 2-0 victory against Shimizu S-Pulse was the next game. Mikel Antonio with a penalty and Hatanaka scoring in this one. Another valuable 3 points in the league. Before we had a 3-2 victory against Kashima Antlers. Bit of a dodgy game, this one. I wasn't really happy with the way that we played. We had Takada sent off after 2 minutes. We then go 3-0 up before nearly throwing the game away. We can see 2 late goals, but we do get 3 more points on the road. And then in the last game, before we come back, we had a 3-3 draw against Yokohama Marinos, and goals from Ghana, Femenia and Hatanaka, giving us a 3-3 draw. Again, not very stable with the formation sometimes. We score lots of goals, but we do seem quite vulnerable. But it certainly is providing us with a bit of excitement in this season. So then, let's head to the competitions tab, show you how we are getting on in the league. You can see we are top of the league by a solitary point. Played 8, won 7, goal difference of 12, 22 points for us. And we are ahead of Kashiwa Reysol by a single point. We are also top of the Champions League group by 5 points, so we have qualified from that group as well, and everything else is going fine everywhere else. So then, back to the home screen, and let's roll on into today's game. Let's round off the Champions League group, or actually not round it off because there's a game after this one, but come back and try and qualify from the Champions League group. I think we secure qualification by winning this game. But yeah, let's jump in and show you how we get on against Gangwon FC. Okay then, as always, the starting 11 is the important part of the game, and Gangwon FC are the opponents. So the starting lineup will be Tani in goal, Yoshida at left back, Nakamba is drafted in as a makeshift defender. We have some registration problems here with the size of the squad and the foreign contingent, but he's going to have to come in and do a job. We've got Hatanaka and Barada at right back. Then got Ghana in that RPM role with Takada, Nishikawa, Ohashi, providing the ball hopefully to Presart and Machida up top. Let's see how we get on against Gangwon. Fingers crossed that leaky defence won't continue to concede goals, even though it is a bit makeshift. Here we go then. The players are entering the field of play. The huddles are done and the game is up and running. We have a corner early on with Barada swinging the ball in. Tried to find Nakamba, but forced to Ghana. He has the shot from the edge of the box. Goes over the bar. Would have been nice to have got on the board quite early there, and maybe it would have settled us down a bit, because in the away games we are a little bit erratic. But hopefully we're going to intercept the ball there. We do. Nishikawa to Machide. Could have played it out to the wing there. It would have been nice to have swung the ball out wide, but instead it's played through Pracer. He's in, shows a turn of foot, gets in behind, slots it past the goalkeeper. There's no VAR check coming here, because when he's one-on-one with the defender, he leaves him for dust. So Machida turns, plays it to Barada. Now I thought he was going to swing the play out all the way to the wing. Instead he finds Pracer in behind, takes a touch, slots it past the goalkeeper. Brilliant finish there from the young Thai player. So, an impressive start to the game for Pracer, an impressive start to the game for us as well. We are in the lead in this Champions League game, but it is Gangwon that are going to continue to put the pressure on. They've got their man turned, can't get the ball in though, and Ghana plays it to Takada. What can he do with the ball? He can play it forwards to Pracer. He turns inside, he's already scored one. Is he going to turn creator this time? Tries to beat his man. Could cross the ball in, instead plays it back to Takada. It goes to Ghana on the edge of the box. He has a rocket that hits the underside of the bar, and then the header goes back off the crossbar, bounces down, and he's, I think, yeah, it's going to be cleared away. Wow, crossbar pinball there. And then up the other end, they've hit the crossbar too, as Gangwon have the free kick from distance. It's hit the top of the crossbar, and this game is crazy. The first 14 minutes have had so much action in them. I was going to say it's flying by, but it actually isn't. It's only 14 minutes, but there's been so many chances. And there's another one coming here on 25 as they play the ball forwards. Kim Dae-won, what's he going to do with it? Stops and plays it back to Kim Young-bin. Plays it forward. So Hashi has bundled him over. That was reckless. I don't know what he's thinking there. A little bit of a strange tackle, considering neither of the players was near the ball. It's given Gangwon a penalty. They're going to step up. They hit the underside of the crossbar. Everybody's hitting the crossbar today, but they have got themselves an equaliser after 26 minutes. He hit this with some venom, and it smashes off the underside of the bar, goes into the net. A little bit disappointed that we was to give that away there. Don't know why our player is going through the back of the man. Probably could have been avoided, but we are on the attack now. Barada throws the ball into Machida. Back to Barada. Can he spray one of those passes again? He plays it short to Ghana. Barada to Hatanaka. Back to Ghana. Goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. It's a bit of a strange choice. Tano plays it to Nakamba. What can he do with the ball? He's going to play it forward. It gets intercepted. And then ball over the top has cut us open. And it gets deflected somehow. Falls all the way out to Kim Dae-won, who's all on his own on the left-hand side. And a smart finish puts it in the back of the net. A little bit disappointed with that. Just a massive long ball up and over the top, beats our defensive line. And then a great tackle to get the deflection, but it falls straight into the path of a Gangwon player. And they have managed to get themselves in the lead. So they have come from behind to go from 1 down to 2-1 up. And just before half time too. Luckily, we're going to have another chance here, it seems, as Machida gets the ball. He's going to try and turn his man. What can he do with it? Can he get a cross in? Pulls it back to Barada, who tries to cross it in, but it's deflected. And then they are going to get it themselves. Barada with a dangerous looking tackle that could have got him in a lot of trouble there. But they have broken down the left-hand side. They're going to cross it in, and they are 3-1 up. This, I have to admit, I was not expecting. A little bit disappointed with the way that we've just collapsed. Hatanaka's tackle only rolls the ball into the path of Kim Dae-won. And then he's just going to play this square across the box, and Cho Jae-wan has just smashed it into the back of the net. Strange defending, strange play from our players. A game that we looked like we were cruising in, all of a sudden we are struggling, and we're going to roll into the second half. We've got players here. We've got trouble because we've got Yoshida who needs to come off. We've got Tiger Hatta. I don't want to risk him, and I'm going to play a crazy game here. I'm going to put Miyuki in at left back. We've got Hatanaka who's struggling as well. We don't have another defender on the bench. So we're just going to go with it and see what happens here. So it's, yeah, a little bit questionable as to what's going on with the squad registration. Probably need to have a little look at that. If we got a penalty here, Hatanaka's gone to ground at the near post. We have indeed got a penalty. So, who is going to step up? It's Miyuki, who's just come on the pitch, and Miyuki dispatches the penalty to get us back into the game. It's 3-2 all of a sudden, and he comes off the bench to slot that one away. Crawley, right-footed, into the bottom corner. It's a great finish. Down low, keeper's not getting that at all. Absolutely cool to come off the bench. Just like that, stroll on into the game, step up, put the penalty away. We are back in with a chance of at least getting a point here. But the team in orange are the ones who are going to be bursting forwards. Praysart with the ball. Couldn't find Machida. And then the ball is kicked clear. It's going to come to Barada. Plays to Hatanaka. Can we get another attack here? Ohashi on the right-hand side. It's a slow build-up play, but it is working. We're getting in. Barada's got a bit of space. He finds Garno, who again has a shot from distance. And again fails to find the target. Put this one over the top into the crowd. Probably should do better from that position. And another massive long ball has just undone us. Really need to be looking at this defensive line, I think, because it's a little bit crazy how the ball is just every time up and under. But we've stole it back and we're working our way forward. Nishikawa's going to find Praysart. Again, fleeted foot. He's in. He scored. Are we getting a VAR check for this one? No VAR check necessary. The flag is up on the far side. Didn't even get to see a replay of how far offside he was. Just ruled it out and turned us away. So, what's going to happen next? A goal kick for Gangwon. They're going to force it up the pitch. Again, it's headed on. And again, they're in behind from a long ball. And luckily for us, they are not going to be scoring this time. As I think that was Nakamba who got back and made the tackle. Put the ball out for a corner. What can they do with this, though? They're going to swing it in. It's dealt with. And Machida can get on this if he's quick enough. And the clip obviously comes to nothing because it doesn't really matter if we're just on the attack. The game just cuts it off. And then another corner. Swung in near post. Great header, really. Got to give them credit. They've scored a fantastic goal there. This is not what I was expecting from our team. But again, I suppose, looking at it, Ghana's now absolutely knackered. Nakamba's playing out of position. This Champions League team is not what I really should have been putting together to try and defend our trophy. Got other problems here. Hatanaka's injured. So again, playing now two central midfielders in central defence. This is probably a bit of a day to forget. Hopefully, if we've got some of the players back who are injured, who are registered to play, we can play them in the next leg. But this might be a difficult one to try and defend this title. We're doing well in terms of the league competition, but obviously the double-double was achieved. The treble-double, is that the right way around? The treble-double is the long-term achievement here. My gosh, that is one of the worst finishes I think I've ever seen in Football Manager. Yeah, the treble-double would be what we're looking to achieve this season, but judging on this, it seems like we are far away from that. Disappointing. Only 2 shots on target in the entire game. We did have that goal disallowed, which would have made the scoreline a little bit more respectable. But it's a 4-2 defeat, and we have got work to do. I know our league form has been good, but that really was easy for Gangwon FC. So let's have a look at the schedule, see where we can come back. We have got Gamba Osaka, FC Tokyo, Tianjin Jinmen Tiger in the Champions League before we play against Ura Red Diamonds and Vivaren Nagasaki. I think that is the game we're going to come back for because that is I think it's another team that we haven't seen so far on the save. We're going to have a look at Vivaren Nagasaki, and that is a good game to come back for. Hopefully we're going to be bouncing back. Right then, at this point of the video, you're still watching. Firstly, a big thank you. Secondly, if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, please consider doing so. Helps the channel out so much, and I appreciate every single person who takes their time to do that for me. But for this one, I'm going to be wrapping it up there. Come back tomorrow and see us face off against Vivaren Nagasaki.